back to this channel. It's Backyard Brews. Today we are going to do the garden.
Did you get one? Let's see. Oop, steady. Pop it in.
We're gonna talk about the garden. So in the garden, we got a couple. It's 2026. Mommy wants more garden boxes. Maybe Dad can make us some more garden boxes. We have.
Why don't you tell me about the things that you really liked that we had in the garden last year?
Last year I really liked the cherry tomatoes. Those did super well.
Yeah, those were really good.
Yeah. The fall tomato, yum. The fall biting half but tomato because it has bites in it.
It doesn't have bites in it. It's split because it's really ripe.
Some of them were super sour and it would always be a surprise. Either too sweet, in the middle-ish sweet.
What I really liked is that
sour?
we had so many that at the end of the season, before the frost came, I had to go outside and clip off all of the green ones, and we brought them inside. Yeah, and then we were eating them like into just about all through October into the beginning of November.
Yeah. So my favorite was the cherry tomato. What else? The strawberries. Though we didn't get that many strawberries.
No, it was pretty dismal.
But each strawberry was good. It would take like 6 days for another strawberry to produce. Anyway, so we have.
Okay.
We're also gonna move the bean teepees.
The bean teepee. We're gonna move the bean teepee. That was so cool, and it turned out so good. This is my favorite spot in the garden.
It like wrapped around it perfectly.
Yeah,
so
I love that bean teepee idea.
It looked so cool.
I might even put a bean teepee in my side alley. I think that would be kind of fun. If we can't get the beans to wrap up, I already have some trellises there, but if we can't get them to wrap up, I think we should build something to make them go up.
Right, because I think we used a bunch of like sticks.
I just used some wood, some random wood that we had, and some bamboo stakes.
Duct taped it together.
I think I've strung it together, but either way. What about the haskaps? That was new for us to have.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good, right? What do you remember what a haskap is?
Yeah, it's those blue things that look like a blueberry.
Yeah.
But they're a little more like oval shaped.
Yeah, they're like oval shaped. It's called elongated.
Elongated.
It's an elongated blueberry, but it's actually not from the same family as a blueberry. It's from the honeysuckle family.
What's a honeysuckle family?
A different kind of plant altogether, which is really interesting.
But they like look the same.
But they look, if you're going to compare them to anything that you have already tried, you compare them to a blueberry.
The chives were super good.
We love our
like
chives.
ripped off the chives. Maybe I'd go out with scissors, chop off a chive, and suck on it on the swing. Or when Mom would ask me to get chives when we were cooking, I'd go out with and chop 20 chives and bring them up.
That's right. We used chives a lot in the summer.
And then I'd hold the chives over the pan and then snip them.
So the chives were really good.
The cherry tomatoes,
I hope maybe we should try and get some more strawberry plants. If Daddy builds us another garden box, maybe we'll just fill it all with strawberries.
She wants 2 more, like this one and what's the other question?
No, it'll be 2 back to back on this side, towards
Haskaps are like basically, and also I like the edible flowers.
Oh yes.
When I go to the plant, I'll be like, Mom, why did you plant flowers? We can't eat flowers. And she's like, these are edible flowers.
That's right. Do you remember what those flowers are called? Pansies. Pansies are edible. You can put them on your salad. You guys did enjoy going and eating the odd pansy flower. That was pretty funny, hey?
And I ate it's kind of like spinach, but it wasn't that.
We had Swiss chard.
Swiss chard, right. I didn't really like that.
No, you didn't. You guys didn't. You guys are not Swiss chard boys, really. I'm not either. It's kind of not my taste.
Strawberries, beans, radish.
The radishes
are pretty good.
The radishes are already. You're starting to like radishes a little more, I think. I'll make you a radish-loving boy yet. Yeah, and then the main garden, we only had 1 pumpkin plant, but it did pretty well. It still gave us a pumpkin. So I think we'll try and get at least one more pumpkin in there this season.
Actually, garden's all about foraging. That's why I like garden. Dun, 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 dun.
So this is the garden. And I want to know what kind of things you guys think that we should have in the garden for 2026. Which is so exciting that we have our garden for 2026 kind of on the go.
So this is usually the chives one.
That's right. Then we have chives there. And then we also, this is raspberries here.
With all of the books.
Very good. You do recognize our yard. Then we have, this is the swing.
Yep.
And this is the shed. And this is the chicken coop. Let's go. You know the drill. Let's go.
Come on, walk it.
Come on. This is
alley.
the side alley. That's right.
And there's like other plants on the side here.
Yeah, we have the rhubarb, which is always here. And then over here, these are the haskaps.
Yeah, and then a question
And these are the blueberries.
And then this one.
Then that is actually the barbecue pad. So we have the main. Oh no, my pen just exploded. Well, that's a bummer. We'll fix that later.
Oops.
I guess we're doing it all in red. We have the main garden here. And then we have garden. This is like a little mini section. This is the garden box. What did we call this one? Let's see. Let's look at what we called it last year. I don't remember. Garden box 1. And this is garden box 2. This one with the raspberries.
3.
And this is garden box 3. And this is garden box 4.
Now this is the question.
Yeah. That mommy is actually hoping that this would become garden box 5. Because I want more garden boxes. I don't have enough. This is the barbecue pad.
What would garden box 5 be? More strawberries?
Maybe a whole thing of strawberries.
No, we don't get that much strawberries.
No? Lincoln, do you think we should ask Daddy to make us another garden box this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mommy would like it. It'd be nice.
I remember in the summer that we always go outside and Daddy builded me the wooden tractor.
Oh, that's right. He did build you a tractor. You got a talented Daddy.
I know.
That's what
I
we're
want
gonna.
to tell you.
Zucchinis.
I want to talk to what I want to grow in the summer. I want to grow. I want Dad to make another garden blocks and we can make some more strawberries.
More strawberries? I like it. Okay. So what I'm going to do this year is I've decided to put all the pepper plants in pots. So we're going to have a bunch of peppers in pots. So these are all going to be peppers. Uh-oh. Baby's got the camera. This might not work so good. Hey, you! Let that go. Let that go.
Let that go.
You're going to have to go somewhere else. You have to go over here.
Oh my. Why? She wants this.
She wants it. She wants it, and she can't have it. I don't.
In the summer to plant is raspberries.
We already have raspberries. Okay, we have tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, which we had the tomatoes here last year, which I think we're gonna do tomatoes here again because they worked so well. And then we also had a cherry tomato here, and I loved it because this is our snack box. And the kids love to snack out of this spot. It works so good. Oh. We had the bean teepee as well.
The bean teepee.
Yeah.
You're right. And then the purple pole beans.
The purple pole beans we had here in Garden Box 1, which was super good. And I'm actually going to put more tomatoes here because it was so good. And then it still has...
I think she wants to say something too.
You think so?
She says, welcome back to our channel, everybody.
That's right.
We are trying to learn what my favorite vegetable is. It is probably a kiwi.
Too bad we can't grow kiwis here.
What about banana?
We can't really grow bananas here either. Zucchini in the main garden and it sucked.
So this year we're gonna put the zucchini here.
Which we've never tried.
I think it'll be better. Previously we had zucchini. Hey baby. We had zucchini in garden box 4, which was good and it did well. So it needs a better sunny spot. This was too dark. This one had a pumpkin, which I think we'll do that again. The pumpkin.
Pumpkin and zucchini.
No zucchini. It's too dark in that corner. Too dark. This one though, I think we should try to make it like a bean teepee. I think we should move the bean teepee to here. And then we'll put the bean teepee in this spot.
Wasn't that like the, I don't know.
We'll put a question mark here. Because I liked it, the teepee here, but I think, actually, I think we'll move the bean teepee right over here all together. And then I think what we should do, I liked kohlrabi. What did you think of the kohlrabi?
I didn't like kohlrabi.
You didn't like it, and you did like it in the end. It was a very dark spot anyway. It was very, very dark. I want to get all the tomatoes out of the main garden. Yeah, and into these garden boxes. And then I think what I really liked was hearing about if you make like a salad area and you combo it with something, so salad has like really small roots, like lettuce and stuff, and to combo it with like root vegetables like the carrots. Because we like carrots and we didn't get very many carrots in our garden boxes. So I think planting them in the main garden is what we're gonna do. And then, oh yeah.
I would like to grow yellow.
You want to grow yellow carrots? You didn't even like... Well, you like Grandpa's yellow carrots. Is that where that's coming from? Ah, I see. Maybe just yellow and orange ones. We also had a bunch of radishes over here, and we let them go to seed. So we're going to have radishes over here.
That sounds good.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
And then I want to put more beans up here and hope that I know. We're going to plant more beans over here in the hopes that they will grow and climb up the trellises as well, which would be really good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're going to right here, more garden boxes. Because if I have more garden boxes, then I have more room to plant stuff.
Yay!
The peppers are all going to be here. That eliminates the peppers. And that is kind of the main things that we grow. Our peppers and tomatoes, the raspberries. We really want zucchini, more zucchini this year than last year. And I really want kohlrabi because I like the kohlrabi and I think it was really fun. I just want to get a better yield, so I think giving it more space is a good idea.
I know we had I know when we were at a farm, someone sold kohlrabi.
That's right, we had it at a farm the first time.
Yep.
It was really cool to try it. What else do we like? We got our strawberry patch in the front, and we got strawberries over here.
And we got zucchini.
And now we got the zucchini spot picked.
Yes. What about the tomatoes?
I got tomatoes everywhere. As usual, I end up with tomatoes in every garden box, but I'm really going to try to keep them here and here. And then we had really good success putting beans with tomatoes. So pretty much beans are going everywhere. Beans and more beans.
Yep.
Take a look at what we did last year so we can kind of get a lay of the land of what we're going to do this year. Okay, so we had, oh yeah, and who knows if our asparagus lived that we planted in garden box 4. So what we actually did last year, we did the zucchini, but it was it turned out bad. We did pumpkin, that was good. Corn didn't come, we didn't plant it. Beans and peas, yep, that was also really good. Cherry tomatoes here, that was okay. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but we did it. No pumpkin there. We had a zucchini here is what happened, but it was also bad. The asparagus, the kohlrabi here ended up being over here.
I hope the kohlrabi will root and I hope it will grow.
And then we had the peppers were here. The marigolds were here, and they were awesome. And the carrots were here. It was okay. Peas were here. The kohlrabi was here. Then we also had the tomatoes and sunflower combo. Oh yeah, that was really good. We need more sunflowers.
You remember the sunflower we always grow in the summer, so it's a snack and we eat them?
That's right.
And you remember every time someone comes over, we're like, you want to eat some flowers? And like, you cannot eat flowers. And like,
That's right. We actually had a salad pot, and it was the salad pot, and we potted a whole bunch of stuff in it that was for salads. That was really fun.
And we ate it
You can
too.
eat, yeah, because it had pansies in it. That's what you remember eating, are the pansies. We had corn here, but it was pretty dismal. Lincoln had 2 corns in the side alley. And then we had beans and peas here, but they also were quite dismal. The best thing I got to grow in my side alley was these radishes. Yep. And I didn't even eat the radishes. I let them go to seed, and we ate the radish seed pods, because they are so good when they're young and tender, and you can just eat them raw. They're kind of spicy, or you add them to salad.
I know. We always sold them in the summer to people.
The radish pods, we were giving them away a bit like crazy, weren't we? Because we had so many.
Yeah.
Everybody, take home some radish seed pods.
And like, that's a lot.
That's a lot of radish pods.
Yeah, we should do that again.
It was definitely worthwhile.
And they turned out pretty well.
They did.
And there was a lot.
All right, the other thing was, okay, in Garden Box 4, which is my snack box, we planted tomatoes here last year. That was where the cherry tomatoes were, and they were awesome. We also did the bean teepee, and we had kohlrabi and asparagus, which was too much. It was too much. The asparagus, we don't know if it lived. The kohlrabi was really small, but I think it just needs more room to grow. So if I move the beans and peas somewhere else, I think it'll do better.
Whoa, look, fixed it. He fixed it, Mom.
He did fix it. Okay, so let's go back to our game plan page.
Here.
So I want to talk quickly about what goes well with tomatoes. I have really good success with my tomatoes. This is a really hot spot here in my Garden Box 3. Just so you have a reference here, this is the directions. So this is north, east, south, and west. So I get a lot of sun actually in this area. That's right, baby.
Look at me, guys. Told you this was rough. I told you this was so rough. Living a dead.
I just want to finish off this video talking a little bit about what companion plants do well with tomatoes, because like I said, we do a lot of tomatoes. I use them, I can them and make pasta sauce, and we just freeze them. And obviously with the cherry tomatoes, we're just eating them like crazy. So we get a fairly good load of tomatoes. So I wanted to look up what companion plants are great ideas to plant with tomatoes. So some of the best companions include, in the herb family category here, basil, parsley, oregano, thyme, and sage, which that's such a great variety of plants that can go well with like pasta sauces and making your own sauce and stuff like that. In terms of flowers that go well with tomatoes, marigolds, nasturtiums, calendula, cosmos, and zinnias are great options. I plant marigolds literally everywhere, all over my yard, and then I save the seeds. They are my go-to flower, so I really like them because they are a great pest deterrent plant. This year, I also want to try borage, which is an idea I got from over on the Grow Joyfully channel. She plants borage, so I am curious, and I would like to give it a go for myself. Vegetable-wise, the plants that go well with tomatoes include carrots, onions, beans, asparagus, and lettuce and spinach. What I am thinking is, like I said, moving my salad bowl area. I'll probably still have the salad pot, but I would like to have a little bit more of a salad area in our main garden. And I was looking up some productive and space-saving salad bar plants to go with the fast growing leafy greens that you want. So because my space is limited, I need lots of stuff to go vertical. So in my main garden, I have this really awesome archway trellis, and that works so well for the pumpkin to climb up and the beans to climb up. But while I'm waiting for those plants, I'm going to plant my salad. So I'm going to be planting my lettuce and spinach, arugula, and kale. But I want to find some complementary crops to go beside it. And what I found on the internet was that some of the crops that are best to grow alongside include radishes, carrots, and onions and herbs. I can understand the carrots and the onions because they will obviously spread downward, and then your leafy vegetables, like they have pretty shallow roots. So planting some of those longer vegetables would be a great idea. It also said that tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers make excellent high-yield companions that thrive. Yeah, baby. Right? Because they thrive in vertical spaces. I like the idea of combining the shallow-rooted plants like the lettuce with the deeper-rooted plants like the carrots, which will maximize my soil space. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys like this kind of content, don't forget to check out my whole Homesteading in the City playlist, which I will put in the link below.
Bye-bye. Have a great day, Bako Blues.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Have a great golden.